about 40 years after the original masterpiece debut, comes King Kong from 1976. And again, people go to Skull Island in search of something, they kidnap King Kong, Kong dies, movie's over, the review is over, go home, kids. Just kidding. But for the most part, this follows very similar story beats, just a few things changed up here and there. Like, first off, there is no filmmaker trying to make some grand picture, there is no struggling actress. All of that is just yeeted out the window. Instead, we get an oil company who believe that Skull Island might have some very rich oil. You know, greedy men will be greedy men. And this film's opening reminded me of Kong Skull Island, which is a good thing because I absolutely adore Kong Skull Island. Since in both films, Skull Island is surrounded by a dense wall of fog and like the people have to get through it. But it is odd that the heroic leads in both the original and the remake are both named Jack. Yet in this remake, they renamed Anne to Dwan. Just a little odd change that doesn't make much sense to me. That you keep one character name the same, but you change the other one. It's just a little weird. But once they get to Skull Island, the film looks stunning. There's so many massive sets, like massive walls, bridges, and insane landmarks, that I was blown away by how incredible all the set work is in this movie. And since we're on Skull Island, you know what that leads to? Kong, the eighth wonder of the world. Kong looks really great too. His fur looks regal. His facial expressions are hilarious yet serious. Kong seriously looks fantastic, for the most part. There are some scenes in short bursts where they use a massive animatronic and it just doesn't look good. It comes off looking very cheap and not lifelike. And here's where I kind of dislike how they handle Kong in this film. They portray Kong's and Dwan's relationship as almost sexual at times. I really didn't enjoy that. Like in Peter Jackson's King Kong, which I'll talk a ton about later, I love that Anne and Kong felt more like a friendship than anything else. And it's just odd that they went more like a sexual route. For example, halfway through the movie, Dwan falls into some mud, la da da la, she gets all dirty. So Kong, being a good fellow chap that he is, brings her to a waterfall to clean her off. And after she cleans herself off, Kong starts blowing on her, like to blow dry her, which is fine, till she starts moving like she's in a shampoo commercial, and she starts moaning, and Kong gets this weird, creepy smile. Like I said, it's odd. And if you're going into this expecting like wild monster fights or some dinosaurs, they don't happen here. Well, there technically is no other monsters besides Kong, but there also technically is a giant snake. But that's just that. It's just a giant snake. There's nothing special about it. So, you know, la da da, they kidnap Kong. So let's talk about New York segment. I liked it. How they show off Kong in New York is way worse in this than in the classic movie. In the original film, Kong's, you know, just in chains on a stage. In this film, he's in chains, in a cage, and he's forced to wear a crown to promote the oil tycoon. It's really demeaning. It's really mean. It's just unnecessary, but I get it because, you know, evil people are evil. And the ending is way more dark, too. We all know Kong gets shot down, and which happens in this film, but in the original, there's the whole, no, 'twas beauty that killed the beast, and Carl learns his lesson, and he grows. The final shot in this is just Dwan crying next to Kong while people with cameras just surround her taking pictures and not even questioning what's happening or why she's crying or nothing. It's really heartbreaking. It's just really sad because even in the modern day that would happen. The original film is superior. There's no doubt. But this is still a pretty decent remake. It has a good cast, Kong looks great, and a soul-breaking ending. But the film is overly long with some aspects that I just don't like. Does that ruin the movie? Absolutely not. It's still enjoyable. But like always, thanks for watching. I hope to see you again, and I hope you have a stellar day.